Hello everybody and welcome back. Today's block is called 4-patch hourglass. We've used these pieces before, but this one's slightly different, and since this is a sampler, I'm going to go ahead and use pieces like that will fit together. Same 4-patch and half square triangles, but if you do them just slightly different, it's a whole different block. So this one again is called 4-patch hourglass. For that you're going to need, we'll just start fabric A. You're going to need four 3.5-inch pieces. B, you need four 3.5-inch pieces. And then C and D, you're just going to need one 7-inch piece of each. So we are just going to get started here. So first, we're going to turn these into 4 patches. But before we can make them 4 patches, we have to make them sets of 2. So we're just going to pin them, match them up, and pin them. Just lay it to the side. So you wouldn't have to pin these. They're pretty small. It's probably going to go through smoothly anyway, but I'm just going to do it for fun. And then we're going to take our two 7-inch pieces and turn it into half square triangles. So actually, what I've noticed I've done here, we're going to stop from, what I noticed I did here was these are different. See, these are going this way, and these are going the other way. So I am going to just turn that around to where I'm going to sew them all the same way. That way it keeps it more uniformed. You don't have to, but that's just what I'm going to do. Now we're going to put these right sides together. And I'm going to take the long ruler I have and lay it corner to corner. The middle of it is going to go corner to corner. There's a yellow line there in the middle. We're just going to draw a line on either side. Maybe. I didn't write. It might be too cold. Or maybe the angle I'm using. I don't know. Good enough. Now I'm going to put pins in it. Both sides. And now I'm going to go sew this, and I'm just going to sew a hair on the inside of this line on both sides of it. Smooth those down. The bobbin's going to run out. Maybe I can get one of these done though. And it turns out I cannot. Alright, that's fine. Grab a bobbin. Finish this one then. 2 more. That slid on me. So let's straighten it back up. Go back over. Now I'm going to iron these sets of 2 here to the green because it seems to be slightly darker. Let's cut that off. That was the one that I ran out of bobbin on. Alright, now we're going to make these 4 patches. We're going to turn them to where they're opposite. I'll fold it over and pin it at the seam and at the end. And the beginning lined up pretty good anyway, but I'm going to pin it. And same thing here. We're going to do it this way though. Let me check. Yeah, we're going to do it this way though. Because if you look at my picture, so these are different. Like I said, sometimes I switch when I get down here. The gray is the one going down the middle, and I want them all going the same way. So this will be like this down here, and then that one will be the top, or vice versa. I'm not really keeping track of which one's which, but so pin in the middle, and the end. And I'm just going to hold that. We're going to go sew those now. I will iron them open. Does not really matter. May redo that. We'll see. This one we are going to move this for a second. Grab my long ruler. We're going to lay it corner to corner and trim it. Now we're going to iron them to the blue side because the other side's white. Alright, so now we have to trim these down to fit this, which this is 6.5. So we have to make both of these 6.5 inches. I guess we'll use this one because I don't think I have one in between this and my 5. Let's lay these to the side, get them out of the way. We're going to start with this side. We're going to lay it diagonal. And there's not much wiggle room here. So we're going to make it as close to these two edges as possible while still having enough to trim off on these two sides. Which I think we've got. And we'll do this side. Now we're going to line up the diagonal again and the 6.5 inch point, and that should line up your two lines around. Alright, one more. Again, we will go as close to this edge as possible while still having some to trim off on these two and those two. Oh, that sounded horrible. I'm actually not sure what I did there to cause that noise. But anyways. Now we'll lay it out. So just like I showed you in the picture, these will go with the gray going all the way down. And this will go with the blue in the middle to form an hourglass like shape. So now we will just sew these together, and I will put a pin in the end of them because it will hold it steady, and one about here in the middle. And we'll do the same on this one. Let's go sew them. Alright, now these two should be roughly identical. And we are going to iron these to the 4 patch. Love it so far. Now we'll just lay it back out, making sure our gray goes down the middle, or whatever color you choose, and then the blue are on the inside. So we will just fold that over, line up our seam, should nest nicely, and I'll line up the end. And then one here around the beginning. Let's go sew it up. We're done. Let's iron it. This really doesn't matter because they're both the same on either side. And it is beautiful. There it is. Hourglass four patch hourglass. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you make it and love it, and I will see you all next time. Have a great day.